In a world fractured by conflict, philosopher Slavoj Zizek probes deep into the tapestry of human nature to unravel the enigma of violence. He argues that violence is not just physical harm, but infiltrates our language, culture, and the very foundations of our societies. This is not only about wars and physical assaults, it's about the silent aggression in our everyday lives. Zizek illuminates how violence is embedded in our communication. He explains that even in our polite conversations, an undercurrent of aggression and dominance is at play. Words can wound as sharply as swords, a concept we often overlook in our assessments of violent acts. Zizek examines the nuances of power dynamics, illustrating how societal hierarchies contribute to the ongoing cycles of violence. He highlights how various symbols, from flags to corporate logos, play a role in exerting control, fostering division, and legitimizing aggression, thereby weaving violence more deeply into the cultural tapestry. Slavoj Zizek takes us into the realm of ideology, where ideas become weapons and battlefields. He argues that our beliefs and values can incite violence as strongly as physical force, turning societies against one another in the name of an ideal. The philosopher doesn't shy away from critiquing our fascination with violence as entertainment. Zizek suggests that by consuming violence through media and sports, we become desensitized, contributing to a culture where violence is normal and even celebrated. Zizek also explores violence baked into the very systems we live in, economic, political, and social structures that enforce inequality and create suffering. He posits that even the most stable societies are built upon hidden layers of oppression and violence. Venturing inward, Slavoj Zizek examines the psychological sources of violence. From the Freudian id to modern-day anxieties, he digs into how our internal struggles manifest in aggressive behavior, painting a complex portrait of the human psyche and its darker tendencies. Zizek doesn't leave morality out of the discussion. He challenges us to consider the paradoxes of violence in the name of good, provoking thought on whether violent actions can ever truly be justified, even when aiming to stop greater evil. The cyclical nature of violence is a critical point for Zizek, as he illustrates how every action of aggression breeds retaliation and perpetuates an endless cycle. He urges us to recognize this cycle and seek ways to break it, through understanding and possibly forgiveness. In a final plea for change, Zizek encourages us to find an escape from the omnipresence of violence. He suggests that through critical thinking, empathy, and a rejection of the structures that uphold violence, we can begin to envision a less aggressive, more harmonious world. Ready to challenge your understanding of violence and its roots? Dive deeper into Zizek's provocative insights and join a conversation that could reshape the way we think about aggression in our lives and cultures. What do you think drives violence in society? Share your thoughts, and let's uncover the origin of violence together.